Honored by your presence and your contribution to our discovery and our problem-solving exercise. Let me frame this up a little bit. In my opinion, America is the laboratory of innovation for maybe many reasons, but two key features are market economy and patent system. Market economy, creating value for consumers primarily through competition, but other elements, and the patent system promoting innovation through protecting intellectual property. Would you nod your head if you agree so far? Okay. Well, the problem is government intervention, at least too much, the wrong kind, can hurt the market economy side, and the private sector can, they're very resourceful, can exploit or game the patent side. And that's what I want to focus on for the purpose of my question. So the patent system is set up to develop or encourage the development of novel products. But you'll have drug companies that will create an original novel product, and then they'll apply for a new application, if you will, of the original product. Now the question is it truly a new product? But what they will do is build a wall, or what they call a patent thicket, of patents around, we call it duplicative patents, or another name is terminal disclaimers. But it becomes this dense wall around this new patent application, derivative of the original product. Well, any competitive group with a competitive product to challenge whether or not that innovation is in fact novel would have to go through layers of litigation of each of the duplicative patents. And it is onerous and it is expensive. And if you are the original patent with the new application, you just spend $25,000 on all those patents. Maybe it's $1 million to litigate each of them. And so maybe you're $10, $15 million to protect an extension of what I would call monopoly forces or an exclusive market. We'll never know if that was a legitimate novel development because the competitors don't have the resources to litigate through that patent thicket. Now, I did the best I could to explain what I believe is a major barrier to innovation, because the incentive system in too many cases is for the company, the branded company, if you will, is to spend the money to protect all these patents as opposed to invest the hundreds of millions, if not billions, into creating novel value. So the incentive is to do one, which is to prevent competition, anti-competitive monopoly forces, versus the money it takes to develop truly novel innovation. Now, Dr. Lakdawala, I have done my best to explain that. Do you believe that system exists today? And does that system, in fact, inhibit innovation and ultimately, as a result, limit patient access to new treatment and cures? I yield for your answer.
Thank you, Congressman Arrington. I think that there are some foundational problems in the way that we price and sell drugs that come to a head in various different ways. One of the foundational problems is that prices often don't reflect value, and so drugs are rewarded long past when they're actually producing incremental value, and that then creates these kinds of distortions. So I think there's the causality is a couple layers beneath that. I think rewarding drugs for value would also stimulate new entry that results in more creative destruction via the entry of new drugs that can compete. I do think that there are a number of issues with biosimilar entry and generic entry that are problematic. We overpay for generics. I mean, Schaefer Center research shows, for instance, that Medicare pays more than what consumers pay in cash at Costco. So some of these are quick wins in the way generics and biosimilars function, but I think getting prices right would go a long way towards addressing a number of different symptoms of our various economic diseases in this market.